What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a thirsty Thursday. One more day till Friday. A couple more Saturdays till football. That's what's really important. Hey, don't forget, we're doing a fall camp sale, 25% off everything at thebuckeyecast.com. Thebuckeyecast.com. Just go there. Hats, shirts, anything you can think of. If there's a product you don't see that you like, hit me up, email me, joe@thebuckeyecast.com, or there's a form on the site. You can message me. I always get every communication and I always reply. The other day, I had a lady email me from the Ukraine asking me if I shipped to the Ukraine. No, sorry. There's a war there. Kind of inconvenient for the UPS guy to go driving over potholes and, bombed out streets and stuff like that. Also, they don't wear flak jackets, I don't think, and helmets and shit. So sorry about your war. I know it sucks. I don't know it sucks. I just hear that it sucks. But sorry, I can't deliver shirts and hats and stuff to Ukraine. Ukraine is not weak. But all support for you and your country. Not to get political here, but kind of feel bad for people just going about their lives and suddenly they're in the middle of a war. What the fuck is that about? Anyway, that's a nice sidetrack. Let's talk Buckeye football for once. Oh, yeah, that's what we do here. That's what we're about. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, comment. I reply to every single comment, good and bad, except for that one Notre Dame guy that came in the chat the other day. That guy's banned for life. If I see him, he's roasted. All right. Today we're talking about transfers. Our transfer focus is on Jihad Carter, the safety, transferred in from Syracuse. He's at 6'2", 198, so almost 200 pounds. He'll be wearing jersey number 14. I'd like to point those out when I remember. Sorry, I forgot about that on the O-line episode yesterday. I can get those numbers for you, though. Anyway, Jihad Carter will be wearing number 14. He's a junior. He's from Henrico City, or Henrico High School in Richmond, Virginia. So from the DMV area, not far. As a transfer, 24/7 Sports has him ranked at a 93 overall and 24th. Oh, he's a 93. Sorry, I'm stupid. He's ranked rated a 93. Overall, he's rated the 24th transfer player in the class and number one safety. As a prospect coming out of high school, he was 86. I don't know. That can't be right. He was 80. Oh, he was an 86. Sorry. I don't know. Screw it. Moving on. Versatility is the first thing you think of when you think of Jihad Carter. And that's the thing all these safeties have to bring to the table, right? In this Jim Knowles defense. Have you heard? Stop me if you've heard this before. I know you can't, but you would if you could. This is a safety-driven defense. Might be the first time you've heard that. If so, I'm glad I was the first to tell you. Anyway, he's a 3-year starter at safety at Syracuse. Similar defense. He comes to the Buckeyes with 2 years remaining. So 2023 and 2024. Well, 24 will be his last season. In 2022, for Syracuse, he had 36 tackles, 3 interceptions, that's plural, and returned a fumble 90 yards for a touchdown. Nice. His career at Syracuse, he had 138 tackles, 3.5 TFLs, and 5 picks and 12 PBUs. So the Buckeyes lost 2 starting safeties from the 2022 season, so they had to go into the portal, get some quality depth, if not starter. So with Carter, he is a starter. Maybe. We'll see. The Buckeyes have landed a player who can line up anywhere in the secondary. Some scouts view him as a possible cornerback too. Some NFL scouts anyway. So with the 6'2", 198-pound frame, he has the size to match up with tight ends and the physicality to get involved in run support, come up and smack a running back. The depth chart at Syracuse listed him as a boundary safety, so that would be the strong safety, which is true some of the time, but not all the time. Most likely place for Carter could be the nickel. He would replace Tanner McAllister, who was out of eligibility. But Carter can rotate to the deep safety with motion of a slot receiver or a tight end. So, again, versatile. He can move around, line up anywhere. Despite being just shy of 200 pounds, he can make stops against the run, whether he's lining up in the deep middle of the field or down in the box as an extra linebacker ready to fill an interior gap. Again, Carter is a physical player when necessary. He can go against a spread offense or 12 personnel with, a one running back, two tight end set. He's a solid tackler in one-on-one open field situations, which you must be as a safety. And the Buckeyes will look very different at safety this year. You got veterans Lathan Ransom, Josh Proctor returning. Proctor opened the 2022 season as a starter at strong safety, but Lathan Ransom quickly replaced him after we know what happened in the Notre Dame game. So last year, the backup nickel was Cam Martinez. So Carter's going to be competing with him for that nickel spot. And Cam had his ups and downs last year. So it's going to be a wide open competition between those two. Carter also has experience working in a rotation. So Buckeyes also have Kai Stokes. Don't forget about him. Be nice to see him on the field. He's shown flashes. The ones right now in fall camp are Lathan Ransom at the strong safety, the bandit, or boundary, whatever you want to call it. Sonny Styles at the nickel, so up in the slot, close to the line of scrimmage, and then Jihad Carter at the free, so the deepest safety. The three of them could go from defending three receivers on one snap, then they could line up against two tight ends on the next snap. You don't have to take them off the field because they're just as strong against different formations. That's that versatility we keep talking about. Carter and Styles would just simply change spots. Carter would move up, Styles move back, vice versa, whatever. So again, Carter's versatility gives the Buckeyes so many options. PFF credits him with a missed tackle rate of just 11.9% last year. That's much better than Tanner McAllister. That was 18.2. Ronnie Hickman was 16.9. Lathan Ransom, 16.9. So bringing ball carriers to the ground in the open field was a major issue for the Buckeyes last year. Carter should provide an instant upgrade in that area. He has a great deal of experience tracking receivers one-on-one, and he's comfortable navigating the concepts used to beat their defensive scheme. So a lot of times they'll need to switch coverages mid-route depending on what the receiver does. You'll see him switch off, like with a corner. Like if one guy runs an out, one runs a fade, they'll switch. So he's comfortable with that. In fall camp, Carter's lined up at adjuster, the free safety, Styles at the nickel. So it's a different lineup than what we saw in spring. Remember back in spring, Carter played the nickel, Styles backed up Ransom at the bandit. And so obviously this change is because Styles consistently is showing that he needs to play. And Jim Knowles has acknowledged that, and he's accepted it. And we're going to see a lot of Sonny Styles, which is music to everyone's ears, right? Great pickup with Carter. He allowed one TD all last season. He had a 78.6 coverage grade against Clemson and a pick. So this guy has gone against high-end competition and won. So let's see what the future has for this fall for Jihad Carter. But I think you have to assume he's going to be a starter on this Buckeye defense. So great get and much needed. So that's all I got for you today. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And we'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.